So can you please give us your insights about today's game? How do you think it's going to go?
One thing I do know that it's going to be a very difficult game. Obviously, we are playing against one of the best teams in Africa. Zambia were at the last Olympic Games. Of course, they were at the last Women's African Cup of Nations as well. And to have qualified to this stage of the competition, it talks about how good they are. We shouldn't also forget the fact that they have some very good players in the likes of Barbra, banda, in Rachel, who is the most expensive female player on earth. I mean, but coming up against a very, very good side. And so I just hope that our team will just come up strong against them. We'll have that in mind, that we are playing against a very, very good team, and that it's going to be difficult for us, yes. But I just hope that the players do understand the players do understand the task that is ahead, and they'll be able to deliver.
So what are your predictions for today's game?
Unfortunately, I cannot predict. All I'm just hoping for is a qualification. So if we are defeated here or whatever, what is more important is the results that we're going to get in the second leg. I just hope that the Black Queens qualify to the Olympic Games.
Thank you so much, and see you after the game. Okay, Lawrence, Charlie, so how do you see today's game?
I mean, it's a game of importance. It was a real test for our Black Queens. Knowing what they've done in the past year, we all were looking forward to a test like this. I wouldn't call it so much of a disappointment, because we saw the difference between the first half and the second half. We saw how the team didn't start too well, but in the second half they stepped up, tried to, capitalize on the loopholes in the Zambian team. It was so unfortunate that we didn't have the goals coming in. But then, looking back at what they've done here today, I don't think it's a bad game. I mean, it's a game that we can work on going forward, and it's a game that we can look at it and say we are proud that we played this good against a top-ranked side on the continent.
But were you actually disappointed with this scoreline, or were you expecting something like this, or a win for Ghana Black Stars, especially?
I mean, I was looking forward to a positive result, not necessarily a win. A draw, I think, would also have been positive for us. I wouldn't say I was disappointed with the scoreline. I mean, you look at the Zambia team, they're a team that scored a lot of goals. They've scored 34, I think, in their last 10 games and considered just 6. So if there was something that I was looking forward to, I was looking to see the Black Queens get on the score sheet at some point, which didn't happen. But for Zambia scoring, it was never something that was ruling out. I mean, it's not surprising to see someone like Rachel on the score sheet. I mean, it was good on our part to take Barbra Banda out of the game, but then taking Rachel out of the game was always going to be difficult. She capitalized on a loose defending from our side, and then scored a beautiful goal, a goal that many will be proud of, a goal that Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo will be proud of. So I mean, it has been a good game, a good test for the Black Queens, for Nora Hoopla, and then her side. It's, I mean, an encouraging performance. They will take 1 or 2 points away from this and say, look, we have matched up one of the best sides on the continent, and probably can step up next time.
Okay, in 5 days, we're playing the same side at the Levy Montana Stadium in Dola, Zambia. Do you think we can overturn this, get qualified to Paris, or you think this is the hope that kills?
I mean, Dola is always a terrible place to go for opposition side. And knowing what we have done, I mean, we will go there with all the caution that we will need. We were supposed to take advantage of our home fans and then probably get 1 or 2 goals, but it didn't happen. Going into the Indola, I don't think this group of players is one that is unable to play under pressure. Yes, you have fans intimidation, but I don't think this group of players that are under the management of Hoopla will crumple to the intimidation from the Zambian fans. I expect them to step up. I mean, if there's anything that they can do, it's the fact that they can cause havoc on a day that their opposition go to bed, just like we saw in the second half. I mean, they created a lot of chances, especially when Grace Asantua was given the freedom to operate in the midfield. I feel she's one of the unsung heroes in the team, and then if she'll be given more licenses to move forward, more licenses to operate, we stand a good chance.
You mentioned Grace Asantua. Who do you think disappointed you in this game?
Not to single out too many players, but then I'll also Evelyn Bedu. I mean, we've known Evelyn for quite some time now. The fact that her form keeps dwindling, keeps coming down, it's a bit of a worry. I know she's a playmaker. She's mentioned she's a playmaker, but it also doesn't take away the fact that you need to release the ball, you need to find your teammates, you need to relax in your decision making. When we get to the final third, it's not the time to rush decisions. You have everything at your disposal to to make the right decision and get your team running and getting the results. To see the kind of performance she's put today, I mean, I'll be very disappointed. And I know if she looks back at the performance, she will feel disappointed too. But then, heads up, there's 90 minutes to play, and I thought she can do better.